Tididai, tididai, tididadam. Tididai, tididai, tididadam. Tididai, tididada, tididadam. Ay, 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 ay. Adonai zif ha'olam. נפשי חולת אהבתך. אנא אל נא רפנה לה, להראות לנו עם זיווך. נפשי חולת אהבתך. אנא אל נא רפנה לה, להראות לנו עם זיווך.
Hi friends, so good to see you. Nice to be here with all of you. In as much as I'd like to schmooze with those of you here, some of whom I haven't seen in a long time, I think we'll be practicing silence together. But just to welcome you, thanks for dedicating some time in the day to empower yourself to really be skillful in the world. I think that's really what's happening here, empowering ourselves to be as skillful as possible. I think that's our deepest yearning, is to walk in the world in as skillful a way as possible. Things are coming to us at every moment. That's just the reality of it, isn't it? And how we receive it is actually profoundly altered, I have found for myself, through these practices. So I'm David Ingber. I'm the founder and the senior rabbi here at Romemu in Manhattan and in Brooklyn, and the dean of the Romemu Yeshiva, which is putting on this program. If you're with us for the first time, we welcome you. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube at some point, also at whatever moment, we're so happy that you decided to spend this time with us. Today's an auspicious day that I'm sure many of you know. It is Rosh Chodesh. It is the new month of Adar Bet, the second Adar. It's a unique moment when we have two Adars. It happens 7 times every 19 years, but it's a pretty interesting phenomenon to have a 13th month in a year that has, in a way, it kind of creates a buffer between us and Pesach, between us and Redemption and Passover. It kind of gives us another month to prepare for Passover in a certain way, energetically. It certainly has it's identical in almost every way to the first Adar, at least kind of in terms of Jewish legal speak, halachically speaking. Except that in the second Adar, we read the Megillah and we engage in the mitzvah of matanot levdonim. We give alms or gifts to the poor. But two Adars are really, it's a great reflection on the nature of mind and heart and the nature of reality too, because the doubtful nature of whether or not Adar would be intercalated, or whether there would in fact be a second Adar, was actually, even though we have a fixed calendar now, it wasn't always the case. And so you could wind up reading the Megillah thinking that this was going to be the only Adar, and then all of a sudden in the rabbinic period there would be another month and you'd have to do it all over again. And so the month of Adar holds the possibility of something that was concealed being revealed. Of course, that's the theme of Purim, obviously. That which is concealed becomes revealed. It also holds in it the power of reversals in every direction, kind of the contingency of our lives. And as such, it's kind of an odd coupling with the joy that, according to the rabbis, once Adar, is present, there is greater joy present. And so the joy of not knowing, or the joy of living with the possibility of reversal, is it's a tough one because anxiety is usually the first thing that we think of. Oh, we don't know, therefore we're afraid. But you never know, or not knowing, which is part of the theme of Purim, is to not know, is also the very same well in which we draw the possibility of reversal in joy, or in miracle, or in redemption, or in some capacity. It kind of points to meeting each moment in a fresh way, and that joy itself might be connected to that. So as we move towards the meditation now, I'm going to ring a bell and invite you all to be seated comfortably, and so that we can sit for the next 18 or so minutes. We're going to go 18 minutes today, but a couple of minutes into this meditation, I'll begin to invite some reflection or some practice on holding the possibility of joy in each moment and what happens when that's available. So settling in and just with your eyes gently open, if you feel comfortable doing that, just beginning to bring your own kinesthetic, your awareness of your body into the fore. At first, just holding the totality of your body as one energetic experience, just perception, feeling, sensation. And whenever you're comfortable, closing the eyes gently and staying connected to sensation. And finding your way to the breath, or towards the object of awareness today, your body. Wherever you find the breath, either at your nostrils or in the rising and falling of your torso, or if you'll hold your body's own sensation as your object. Just noticing if you are in thought or distracted or in a story, and at that moment just bring yourself very gently and very calmly back to your object of awareness. And I'll bring even more precision into the focus on your breath. Noticing the quality of exhale, the space towards the end of the exhale. If you're pushing, catching any thought that might arise between exhale and inhale, any effort or manipulation of the breath as you breathe in and expand, any thoughts around the holding of the breath or as it releases. And most importantly, noticing if you're leaning into the next moment. What do you know about the next moment? Even that there is a next moment. What might it be like to just ride on this? Inviting you to conjure an image. The first image or the first feeling that comes with this phrase. True joy. True joy. And just notice the quality in your body when you see, feel, hear, experience that conjured, intentionally produced experience of true joy. In the last 3 minutes of our sit together today, inviting you to remain open and spacious, not needing any particular object or even any thing to do other than stay as the condition in which all of these things arise and fall away. Joy, sadness, happiness, grief, thoughts, feelings, all of it arising in consciousness and falling away. All right, friends. Many blessings to you. I hope that Adar Bet is full of good surprises, and I hope that and pray that that there's redemption and healing and an end to violence and an end to war and a reversal as sudden as it came on that will alleviate the suffering of the Ukrainian people and all those who are involved in the conflict. On this refugee Shabbat, this kind of weekend is highest as refugee Shabbat, and so lifting up the power of compassion, the power of a message of freedom and liberation for all people. And I thank you to all of you for dedicating your time and your energy today to being connected to your own heart and to your own practice. Your practice matters. I think it makes a difference for you and for the world around you. And so thank you to Ari for the space and to all the volunteers. And we'll be back here tomorrow for our final set of the week. And we hope you have a wonderful day. Chodesh Tov, everybody.
Ay